Hmm.
But that big, huge expanse of wall, we didn't want to just hang pictures or anything. So what we did was put molding on the wall. The gold portion that you see is applied molding, just like you would see in below a chair rail in a dining room or in a library in somebody's home. It's just that same kind of molding. And then inside of the molding, we had a painter faux paint
Oh,
so that it looks like it's malachite, looks like it's a stone, like we applied stone to the wall, but it's just
wow.
paint.
And the colors, where did the colors come from? We're looking at pink, very bright pink on the
So
couches and the
these
green.
people, you can barely see it in this photo. Over to the right is the countertop. These people love Hollywood Regency design, which is very out there, lots of bright colors. And that's what they were into. And the stone that we used on the island has all of those colors in it. It was a marble that had pinks and greens and blues and purples in it, and that kind of set the the tone for the rest of the room. And some really interesting starburst or sunburst um, cabinet hardware. That's a great way to spruce up any kitchen, is to change out your hardware to something interesting.
And that column, it's got such interesting shape and texture. You don't want to touch anything.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I
Wow.
just love those pillars. I think they're very interesting.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Like, it almost looks like you applied a finish to it, or maybe you call it a faux finish, or you could have, but you don't need to because it's there and it's the,
Yeah.
the natural part of it.
The shape of them really reminds me of when I was in Greece and saw all the can't think of the word, the old buildings,
Antiquated, antiquated.
all the antiquity there. That kind of pillar with the top that was splayed out like that was very typical of Greece, ancient Greece.
It's funny. I'm not even looking at the top. I'm looking at the just the texture. But when you look at the top, it kind of fans out.
Hmm.
But wow, big, big. I mean, you don't want to touch that. You just leave that the way it is.
For anybody who can't see these pictures, it looks like an enormous tee that you use for
Okay.
golf.
Golf. Yeah,
Yeah.
it really does. Wow. Yeah, very unique. Very unique.
Okay.
And it just goes to show that you keep the integrity there, but you add around it, but you add so much around it.